Hello there. Hi. Oh, my hair. This shape my hair is making. Hi, it's me, Scott. It's my birthday today. I'm roughly 200 years old. Um, so I thought that I should just stream. We should just work on the same stuff we've been working on, celebrate, not do anything different. Music seems a little loud. This song does not seem adequately chill. Let's see how this goes. Okay, hi. So we've been working on Twitch channel point stuff for like 100 years now. I think a week. I think we started a week ago, like a week and a day. And we spent a few days just like figuring out how it worked, and then we spent a few days doing this. Did it just get 100 times brighter in here? It did. I'm gonna adjust my camera gain now. Natural light is the enemy of video settings. Yeah. So, I forgot the mic. Hi, hello, microphone. Probably hear me better now. So we spent a few days, and at first we did like the backend thing with the event API, the event pub, event sub, whatever it's called, API, and that wasn't that great. So then we switched to like a local thing to trigger keyboard presses, and that was going well until we learned that you could already do that in other places, which was a little discouraging. And our setup is not bad, but it means you have to run a local application, which is a little annoying. And so that thing is pretty much done. If we liked it, it could certainly use polish, and it could use, new features, whatever. But as far as sort of a proof of concept of, hey, you can do this thing, you can set channel points to trigger keys, we can do that. So look at my fingernails. Looks like I have a beautiful French manicure. I should be a hand model. Why are my fingernails so beautiful today? I did start taking some B vitamins that might be helping my fingernails. Maybe I just need to cut them. Maybe that's the problem. Is there a Twitch, is there a Twitch channel just for, like a section for fingernails? There probably is. Or for toenails. Weird. It's not weird, it's fine. Whatever you want to do. So, so we can continue working on that, but I kind of don't want to. Because I'm not very enthused about it, and it still seems a little annoying, and it still doesn't seem like a contest winner. And again, the biggest thing is there's other ways to do it. And so unless we thought of some like killer feature for it that did make it different, there's almost no point to it. I mean, other than just saying like, hey, we did it. I mean, I don't even think I want to use it. I would do it probably a different way. And so the first thing I didn't like because you had to have a backend because you needed webhooks, so you had to run a server. The second thing I didn't like as much because you had to run a local program. So then I was thinking like, well, can we do this all in the browser? Of course, that means we can't, almost certainly means we can't trigger key presses and stuff, but there's no reason that we couldn't do other stuff, Like, why couldn't we whatever, hook it, hook it into an overlay or hook it to bot made this or whatever. So I was thinking of doing that. And it's still annoying. The thing that still remains, maybe the most annoying thing about this, among many annoying things. Actually, there's two things that are maybe tied for first place with this API that I don't like. One is that you can only get events for subscriptions you make, or rewards that you make from the application, not that you make in the Twitch editor, which is annoying because suddenly it means like, even though there's an editor that does all the stuff you want to do, you have to add them separately and manage them separately, which sucks. And also that they don't, even though they talk about a WebSocket API, it doesn't exist yet. So there's only webhooks, which would require a server, or you have to poll. And polling is not great. So, but we basically have all that stuff working client side in an application. I guess today we'll just try to do it in a browser. I kind of love this wallpaper. Is this a wall or is this asphalt? Are we looking down or looking at a wall? I don't know, but I like it. That's pretty good wallpaper. Good job. Good job, Norwegian wallpaper. So how do we want to do this? We could start a new glitch. We could just add it into bot made this. Am I blown out again? Is there still too much light? I feel like there is. Is the exposure wrong? Let's go down to like 16 on the game, maybe. That's a little better. Okay. So let me just log into Glitch. So bot made this. Bot made this as a mess, I believe. I believe bot made this is kind of a mess right now. We do have a separate JS file, so whatever. That's good. But like everything is just crammed into this one file. Like all our commands, all whatever. Like it's all in here. And that's okay. But what we would, I guess, want to do if we wanted to try to do the thing is, yeah, the creating is what's annoying. It's just not cool. Unless we, if we came up with this, we came up with a way that we liked that was automatically creating things, just like magically creating things. What is, I don't even remember what this means. Is that some special JavaScript operator that I just don't even remember? What is the double tilde operator? Oh. It's a bit operator. Why am I running a double bitwise not? So it's a way to floor things, but why would I would assume that would be an integer. Why am I doing that? Maybe this thing I just cut and pasted somewhere. Just didn't pay attention. Okay, so if we wanted to do the thing, we'd have to set up authentication again. We would have to set up polling again and all that annoying stuff. But maybe we just, yeah, it's gonna be kind of annoying. Do we just try to port it over directly? Because the way we have this working is not the greatest thing I've ever seen. But part of it is it's silly because it has to wait for authentication. So we wouldn't have to do that because it wouldn't be an asynchronous thing anymore. We would just say like, hey, you're not authenticated, so sorry, you can't do this. I guess I'm tempted to do it elsewhere. A little bit tempted to do it like not start and bot made this. Just have a clean slate. Because really, like, this is just whatever. Well, this is what matters. Like we do. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, thank you. Life is yours. Very kind of you to remember. So, should we watch that video you sent me? It's kind of an astounding thing. Where is it? My incredible birthday video. Is that a thing? Is this just, do they just have every possible name? Is that how this thing works?
Only pay for what you need.
Shut up. This is so annoying. Like, I don't want to be logged into Google all the time, but I do pay for YouTube Premium. So it's like, I wish I could log into YouTube, but not be logged into Google. It's your birthday today. Scott! Am I gonna get a copyright strike? That's probably really loud, sorry. I don't want to use AdBlock. I pay for the service. I pay them money. I just don't want to have to be logged into Google. I don't like that YouTube and Google are... This song is pretty special. I feel like I'm going to get a copyright strike because of this. thousands of names.
Grab your goodie bags. Open your gifts. Blow out your candles. Scott.
They really did a good job. So, like, if I look at this, is there just going to be a trillion videos of... Oh, yeah, great. Carson. Winnie. Zoe. Wetson. I assume they have... Xander. Winston. Zachary. My maternal grandfather... this is the thing I've adopted from him because I think it's really funny, is to just give people a different name than is their name. And I don't mean a nickname, just like give somebody a different name. And so for his grandkids, especially myself and my younger sister, he pretended basically like his daughters didn't get married, and he pretended like we had his last name, and he just gave us names. So my name was Zachary Highland. And so he would like send me letters to Zachary Highland. And my little sister was Matilda Highland. And so I'm all for just giving people alternate names. So I'll count this one as for me as well. Wesley, Wayne, Zane. I have a nephew named Zane. I wonder if all of my nieces and nephews... I kind of have to doubt it, because my nieces and nephews have pretty weird names. I'm going to just assume that they don't have... Maybe I'll be surprised. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Some of those names, I feel like my sister's just made up words. Maybe you can request more. I know I could search for it, but I feel like YouTube search is not very good. Epic happy birthday song Blake. There's a Blake, but my niece Blakely, not going to happen. Kingston. I feel like YouTube search is not very good. Drayden. Oh. Brinkley. Nope. Zane. We did have a Zane. Cameron. Her birthday's next. There's this Cameron, but not Cameron with a K. Yeah, it's like my siblings picked names that were too weird. Heppy. No, I like Heppy better. Are there other ones? Oh yeah, another one. Happy birthday to you channel. You know, I have to say, so Animal Crossing came out, what, almost 1 year ago. In 2 days, it will be the 1 year anniversary of Animal Crossing come out. And I've played Animal Crossing. I think I didn't play the first day, but from the second day, I played Animal Crossing every day. Do I got to hear from Bubba? I don't know if I want to hear from Bubba. Are you sure?
Hey y'all, Bubba here with a happy birthday shout out for Scott. Scott, your family just treasures you. They think you hung the moon. It's because of your special cookies that you serve that bring spirits high, high, high. The telling of your vacation stories, all the photographs you take. You tried to stencil the walls in the house to show your artistic ability. I've done the same. My wife comes with the eraser. She don't understand artists like us, Scott. You know, Scott and Bubba, we may be separated at birth because of our creativity with cookies, stenciling, photography, vacation stories. Yeah, I go outside the trailer park now and then. I get around, yeah. And when I do, what I like
It
to
really
do
is.
collect
It's a little
different
scary.
Traditional liquors. Now, the government calls this moonshine untaxed and illegal. What I call it, Scott, is liquid truth, liquid sunshine. I combine a little bit of this with some special family cookies to make a smile on everyone's face. So I raise this toast to you, Scott. You're not getting older, you're getting better. Don't listen to those nattering nabobs of negativism in your family who say you're
nattering
okay,
nabobs.
buddy, you're seasoned like a fine bottle of wine. I don't have any fine bottles of wine, Scott, but I do have this fine medicinal liquor. And I just had a cookie a few minutes ago I'm feeling dreamy and happy about your birthday. Raise this toast to you, Scott. Carry on. You're the best in the business. Do not change without prior written consent from me, Bubba. Here's to you. Happy birthday. Oh, Scott. Happy birthday to you. That was the first one today with this hand, and I wish you many, many more birthdays. Maybe next year we can get together, exchange cookie recipes, take some snaps, do some stenciling, do some travel. You and I can get along. I just know it. I'll help you have the best birthday ever, mister, and many, many more. Randy with a triple bump, I love you. Happy birthday from Bubba to Scott, and happy birthday from all your friends and family who treasure you. Happy birthday. Ma, we got any more of them cookies? It's Scott's birthday. Thanks, darling. I love this life. Hey.
Now, wait a minute. Do you think Bubba just sits and records birthday messages for every name? Or is that like, did I just luck out? Was that just pure luck? Okay, we got some more. We got Bobby. We got a generic one. Tiffany. Teddy from the bathtub. Sister Kelly. Dennis. Crash. Does this guy really just record these and take a shot? Oh, they're all 3 years ago. That makes me sad. I hope he's okay. Okay, 8 months ago. Yeah, I mean, maybe. That's kind of great. This channel's name is Chef Tummy Thai Food. So, is this Chef Tummy? Is there anything about Thai food on this channel? Yes, okay, if we go back 5 years. I'm pretty impressed. He sings country music. Great. He cooks delicious Thai dishes. Oh, is this him 10 years ago? Look at Bubba 10 years ago. Wow. Time has really... Whew. I don't think it went astray. I think he's... Here's his first post, is Chef Tummy's Thailand Food Trek theme song.
Hi, I'm Chef Tummy, and I'm on my Tummy Thailand tasting trek, where I'm going all around the beautiful country of Thailand on my motorcycle to learn how to cook. I think she will. Grandma, oh grandma, won't you make some food that's yummy? This unique one, it's a Schwarzer Riesling, so it's a red grape, but in the Riesling side.
You think Bubba had to go to Thailand for a thing? Wow, he's really changed. But Bubba, I'm gonna. If I had just one criticism, I don't think you need the funny teeth. I think you're doing great all on your own. I think the. I think the fake teeth is just, you don't need it. He doesn't need it. Okay. I don't remember what we were doing anymore. Now, what were we doing? We were trying to decide if we wanted to make a new thing. Let's just start here. Where is it? It's just in the public folder. Should we just spend the whole time watching weird birthday videos on YouTube? Because I'm actually kind of into those. Oh, the thing I was going to say. Right, playing Animal Crossing basically every day, and basically finding, I committed. I was going to say, like, hey, this is the game they want you to play for a year. I'm going to play it for a year. And I have almost everything in the game. I still don't have a gold shovel. I finally got my blue rose. Maybe we'll do like an island tour later today or whatever. But today was actually really nice. Like, the birthday stuff is some of the nicest, it's just sweet. It was some of the nicest stuff in that game that I've seen in that game for a long time. And it did brighten up my morning. I think the birthday stuff was thoughtful and sweet, and they, like, KK comes to your island and sings you a song, and they show letters that your villagers sent to you. Like, it was a very sweet little thing. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if we try to just do this, like if we just decide, let's do this whole thing. We don't have a load config yet, and we'll just set the token. And I don't think I care that much about showing that token on stream, because this token will be very specifically only for getting channel rewards. So, like, the worst you could do is look at my channel rewards, I guess. So we won't even do this. And then maybe down here we'll do, like, how do we want to do this? Can I do this in a file like this? I kind of am imagining that I can't. Like, how does this even work in a browser, actually? Is this a thing I can just do in a browser? Or do I have to go through the, like, I probably have to, like, do a build. I probably have to build something. Is there not a way to just do it from a CDN? JavaScript, no library, pure JS. No HTML, no CSS. What? How did you... Oh, the whole thing is just embedded in here. Really? There's not like one on CDN? On some CDN? Really? I mean, I guess we can just cram this in there? I don't know. We'll see. No, I mean, I don't need Socket.io because there's not going to be a backend. The aim is to only have a front end. Actually, for a class, I should be able to do that, right? I thought you could do that. No, I just mean I want the event emitter class that you have in Node.js, a browser implementation of it, I guess. And I mean, I don't even know if you can do what I'm attempting to do here. In another language would probably be fine. Okay. After argument list, Twitch.js 41. Are you serious? There's really not like a... What is that CDN that everybody uses this? Okay. Can I just do this? Because I don't want to mess with that. Okay, so that's good. And then For now, we'll just cram this at the top. Oops. Okay. So I don't really know if this is going to work. I know our got calls are not going to work. Right? But maybe we can just easily change those into fetches. This is my hope. Validation failed. So I called that site. Well, that's fine because I don't have the token. So that's weird. Oh, this is what's breaking, is the JSON parse. So that's unsurprising if we don't have the token. So we just need to get our auth token. No, we need the auth token and we need the client ID, right? Those are things we just have to have. So we previously were saying when you make a new Twitch, you need to pass the client ID. Right? What are we doing here? Yeah, we have client ID. We have got all this fun business. And we're going to say the constructor takes this stuff. And okay, I'm going to do this. Where's my .m file? So we want client ID. We will pass indirectly, and then hopefully I don't regret this, but I don't think it's actually a big deal. Excuse me. Because this token has almost no permissions. Okay. Now come back here. Here. Is it still broken? Possibly. Token validation fail. Okay, so what's our actual problem here? Oh, right. Is that the right client ID? No, it should be. You know, in the end, we'd actually want to go through the process to get the token, but we're just not even going to worry about that right now. So there's something wrong with this response, it seems. There's some shortcuts. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this on glitch because it's kind of annoying. That's kind of weird. So returning body like this, is that not the way to do this? Oh, do we need to do the... Right, our other pattern? I don't know if there's a way to do this. The inconsistency is a little annoying in both places. To be like this. So that looks like it worked. It's just the parsing is bad. So then we have to say response user ID. And so that should be... Ugh, I'm a little worried about this because it's going to get kind of gross because we'll be doing all this stuff in two places, but I'm just going to ignore that for a minute. I mean, you know, like we've got this client-side version and then we have this browser-based version and it's a little... Ugh. Maybe I really don't want to be doing this on Glitch. There's kind of no reason for me to be doing this on Glitch. So let's not. Let's just do a... Well, but then Glitch is where I'd want it to end up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know how I want to do this. Let's just continue with this for a minute, and then we'll see how annoyed I get. So then, next thing is the polling. And every piece of this is going to break one step at a time. Like, it's just not going to work. So we'll just have to go through and fix it one step at a time. But that's okay. So now if we do this... Actually, did I already do this? Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. I think we already did this. Okay, maybe we're already all set up for this. So let's ignore this, and then we can just push the glitch when we want to. And then just do like a HTTP server here. Okay. That seems broken. Wonder why it didn't. That's weird. That makes it seem like it's right here. Oh, because we actually need to be in the public folder. This is probably going to break some stuff. Oops. But I'm going to ignore that for the moment. So I pulled client. And I pulled... That's not right. Where am I? I'm in public. That stuff is all in here. I mean, whatever. I guess we can do npm run dev. Oops. So I don't actually understand the problem. Why did I just now break something? Wait, where's the rest of our code? That's not the... Twitch.js. This is Twitch.js. Why does it think that this is... I mean, we definitely created this today, so why... Every glitch project is a thing you can access, whatever. Well, why is it out of date? What's the thing? I guess I just had to poke it a little bit. Okay, process reward redemptions. Oh, but we didn't do pull. Okay, that's what we were doing. Got it. Still a little bit confused, but whatever. We didn't want process. We wanted pull. We want you. And we eventually want process. This.get custom rewards. So then we need that. It's gonna be a little annoying, but we'll survive it, I think. Yeah, the like, maybe there's some way to do it where I want like interoperability. I want whatever's going on in the browser to also go on in terms of how we're fetching. I don't really want to have to edit that. Ooh. Forgot about that module. Can we use this in the browser? This could all be a horrible idea. So bear that in mind. We just want to try to get it to work, and then we'll see what we think about it. Wow, require is not defined. Am I going to be in some... Is this going to be a disaster for me trying to... That's what I did before, right? I don't actually know if there's a proper strategy here. It's kind of just me making things up. I mean, I know it's not. Really, we should be doing some dumb build process and all that stuff. So, should we do that? Should we just, like, do it and bite the bullet and say, here's how we're going to make a thing? You know, it's because it's either that or we come up with some alternative. Kind of lame that you can't just use this. Maybe... Like, how should I... I don't really want to set up some, like, build fanciness just to do some of this stuff. Like... I kind of don't want to. I just want this stuff to work. What is the least annoying way to do this? Like use Bower or something? You know, like we could. Yeah, like all this crap. I don't really want a build. I don't really want to do it for events. I don't really want to do it for this. Like, I kind of just want to rethink all this and not do it with any dependencies. You know? Instead of doing event emitting it, just like give it a callback. Get rid of that. And then like, I think is there some sane way to do this that isn't annoying? Does that seem weird? Like, I feel like that's a thing you should just get in like parsing values of a query string feels to me like pretty basic browser functionality. Like that doesn't. Why does that require a bunch of work? Feels like it shouldn't. URL search params. After years of ugly string parsing. This thing? Am I crazy? I feel like that's just a very basic thing. So why is everybody showing these examples not with the actual window.location, which is what you would probably want? Also, why does Bing, when I say I want something with window.location, why does it just pretend like I didn't search for that? Bing is like, you didn't search for that. I literally searched for it. I literally did. Is this all I have to do? Seems a little annoying. Okay, so I don't want to deal with this. Gosh, but we're using it both ways. We were using it to create the query string. Ugh. I guess you could do some kind of map function to turn this into... It's just lame. Like, for all this like weird extraneous stuff that browsers can do, that they just don't have basic things like... This feels so basic. It feels so basic. Okay, so what's our problem? Is this. We just don't have this. $47. So this is the... We need to be able to like create query string. Whatever. So I think we can do something fancy, like a data.reduce. We used this somewhere else, didn't we? I use it with a pretty weird syntax, like this comma syntax. Because basically I want to iterate through those and just make them... Okay, I'm going to stumble through this probably. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I think I don't. It feels stupid, but I want to do this with fewer dependencies, I think. And I guess I could just iterate through them. Well, you can do it. I think you can be fancy with reduce. Because does that mean that was the first thing that goes in? What's the third parameter of reduce? That's not. That's the third parameter. No, it kind of looks like it is. That is reduce, comma, the function, the callback function. Initial value is whatever the initial value is. Okay. So in fact, I think we can do this. Let's see if we can figure it out. And then we'll do these, and then the initial value is just going to be a string. And then we need something that's like whatever. But how do we know the item? Yeah. I like this better because it makes some more sense to me. So the accumulator is like what we're adding on to. Item is whatever the current item will be. And then the initial value is where we want to start. And then then we can say something like accumulator, for example, How will we do the separator though? Like if it doesn't already have a... Because that's a thing that's a little annoying here is like the initial... I don't know. I'll just stumble through this for a second. Oh, that's an object. So I think we have to do it this way, actually. Still going to be a little weird with the separators, though. You'd almost need like a query array. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. We'd have like basically a query array, and then you would say query array dot push item equals data item, something like this, and then you would say let query string query array dot join ampersand return query string. I'm sure there's like a super tight, concise way to do that. So that gives us this. So that kind of does the job for a query string. How could we do this tighter? Because we kind of have to do the... This feels like if we're already iterating through this, that we could... The annoying part is that if you could just create the string as you looped through, but then the separator would be weird because you only want it between things, not before and after. So it's not like you could just stick it in front or stick it behind. So that makes this feel a little tighter, even though this looks sort of more verbose than you would want. But I guess it's not too bad. Do this and be overly verbose. So what did we say? We said that we want to do query string, and it's a plus, and it's a query string, and we want to console.log our URL just to make sure it looks like a URL. My validation broken again? Custom rewards, that's the broadcaster, only manageable. So what's your problem? I think we're back to that same issue of the fetch being dumb. Okay, so that works. I do not love it. Let's go ahead and get rid of event emitter, and we'll just say that we will figure out a different way to do it. We'll pass a callback, I guess. Like this is not going to work, but I just don't feel like using yet another dependency for something that's not that big of a deal, and we can just add a callback if we want. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so oopsie, this. So now we need the get custom reward redemptions. There's always something, you know, something that feels a little bit good about getting rid of dependencies. Like jettisoning something. Let's turn this into let's do our new thing. So that gives us our query, and then similarly, we'll just do the fun stuff here. Create a query string from it, and then let URL equals, and this can just be our URL plus the query string. Or we could do this up here. Maybe it feels a little less weird because we have that dangling question mark. And then we'll just do this same business. And then we have to process them. Something's missing. What did we were passing what before? The headers and the response type. So presumably we need to add that. But I don't actually know. But let's try it. And get rid of this. We're getting closer. Wait, what happened? Opening all thing? Did you write a script to do it, or were you manually upvoting? Okay, and then process custom rewards. I feel like we're getting closer. Twitch 67. So get custom reward redemptions. Custom rewards. That makes that seem like that didn't come in as an array. Unauthorized. Client ID and auth token do not match. Are you sure? Let me double check that. Auth token is you. Is you. Client ID. Oh, maybe I am using a different client ID, actually, because this is the Sleepy Keys one. Not the bot made this one? Yeah. Okay. So that is my fault. Sleepy Keys. Okay. And then now that does return an array, and it seems fine. So that's all the rewards. Where was the redemption? It was here. So then we're going to try to pull those custom rewards for each. It's not a function. Are you sure? Because it looks like it should be. That's an array. Oh, it's a .data inside it. So custom rewards, get custom reward redemptions. Who calls that? Now it says reward redemptions for each. Is not. That would be here. So who calls that? Is you. Is it the same problem? Not you. You. Probably response.data again. Yes. This.emit. Okay, we're getting really close. So instead of doing this, we want to like set a callback function. So we want like a reward redemption callback. And then down here, I want to set that callback. Something like this. And then we would say, if there is a callback set, we will call that callback with the reward redemption. And then we don't have to do emitting anymore. We don't need events anymore. Let's do callbacks. And that's to this dot. Really? That's not how you spell. Bewitch, like a sandwich. Manually? I can't believe you would do something manually. I thought your purpose in life was to write meaningless scripts on Imager. Okay, update reward redemption is not a function. It's not? A better way. Is this not the way to do this? Is that showing like the result of it? Update reward. Wait, reward redemption callback is not a function. This update reward redemption is not a function. Did I call? Wait, what is update reward redemption? Oh, that's the, we just didn't add that yet. That's this. And does this have annoying query string stuff? Of course it does. Don't you already have 1 million tokens? Haven't you already done this 1 million times? Okay. That's our query. Let query string equals whatever we called it. Create query string. And then this is a little annoying because we need the well, maybe it's not that big of a deal. What's wrong with my patch? We probably want to do our thing. You know, the thing. Bad request. Parameter status was malformed. Value must be one of canceled or fulfilled. mean... Not sending a body anywhere. Why is this upset? Status fulfilled. Parameter status was malformed. Value must be one of canceled or fulfilled. 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 What's wrong? I mean, how to use them? Isn't it just defined in the API? How you have to pass them, one way or the other? Uh-oh. I think somebody just gifted me a Steam key. What is it? What is it? Add game. Activate a product on Steam. Is it going to be a weird hentai game? Oh, wow. Resident Evil 3. I'll play that. Thanks. Let's just play Resident Evil 3. Okay, so I don't understand the problem. I must admit. Like, our status looks okay. Is there something about passing it as JSON or something? How do you send JSON? Maybe that's not a thing. You know, maybe I have to do this. Like maybe JSON is a GOT thing. Yes. Okay, did we actually do it? So then the issue becomes like, how do we, what do we do? So we redeemed it. So we almost have like 100% client side polling. We can't create, we can't delete like any of that stuff, but I think we can. So if we do a channel points of like, good morning, redeem. So that's funny because we got the event sub data for it, but then did we actually get the? Oh wait. Redeem. Okay. Good morning. We didn't get the redeem. Why? There we did. Okay, we got it. Okay. So we now can redeem. We can like pull custom rewards all in the browser and do that stuff all in the browser, which is fine, I guess. What do we want to do with it? I don't know. Should we just give up and like switch to Heat and make it where everybody can make a birthday cake for me? What should we do? So, like, we did it. Don't love it, but we did it. What we don't have is a way to, like, do the authorization. I mean, you know, you could imagine. Ugh, we were not supposed to be working on heat, though. We're supposed to be working on the channel point stuff, even though I'm pretty sure I just don't like channel points. I think that might be the case. We've tried 3 different ways. We've implemented 3 different ways to use channel points, and I just don't like any of them. We have a back-end webhook server-based thing. We have like a local client application thing, and now we have a fully browser-based polling thing. And just not that into them. So the nice thing about this approach is that it would be, I don't know exactly how we'd implement it. I guess we could do it with the client storage stuff in the browser, but like, no, we couldn't. Shoot. Yeah, that's the problem. So like, the theoretical nice thing about this is you can just, all client side, we could have a glitch set up that anybody could put in, and when they authorize it, they would get the channel points that would go into the browser. So they could theoretically add that as a browser overlay with like the authorization key as a query string parameter or something like that. That's a thing you could do, right? You could even make it like go to a certain authorization page and say like, hey, here, cut and paste this URL, stick it in OBS, and that is how you will get your data. And I feel that, you know, that seems like a thing that could work, right? Right? The thing is, then what does it do? Because if you want to configure it, all of the configuration would have to be in the query string then, which wouldn't be that huge of a deal. It would be kind of annoying, probably. Unless we also, of course, unless we implemented some kind of server backend, which I just don't want to. I don't wanna. And that's why we're just gonna play Resident Evil. The Intro to Code 2020 software bundle is on Humble. Maybe we can learn to program for once. What do we want to do? My computer's low on disk space, apparently. Backblaze just warned me. Why? That's not that low. Okay, so how did we do this? Okay, so as long as we get the auth code from somewhere, then it's kind of fine. And this is our setup, and it's not that big of a deal. It's actually pretty easy. You just create the Quitch thing with your client ID, validate with the token, wherever the token comes from. And then you do whatever you want with the callback, and then you can start polling the rewards. I don't know if we do this. This is probably fine. Just like leave the polling internal. So we have an okay little library to do this stuff. So many texts. Okay. You know, we could very easily imagine create a thing on the screen when you redeem channel points. That is a pretty easy thing to imagine. We could even imagine, instead of having an interface to do it, that you could just define it, but then that doesn't make it that easy for a person to use this, but... So what do we want to use this for? Let's make a thing, I guess. What thing do we want to make? I think we need a new project. Actually... Channel points overlay. Sleepy play. Sleepy. Oversleep. Oversleepy. Sleepy. What is the name of this new project? SleepyBot? I hate there's not a touch command on Windows. It drives me crazy all the time. So if we wanted to, we could just like simplify things a bit. We don't care about most of this stuff. SleepyBot. Let's do this, and we don't care about this, and this can be just SleepyBot. Okay, we got SleepyBot. So let's... I guess let's make a new... Make a new app. SleepyBot. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Something like that. What do we want to call this? Broadcaster Suite. I think it's a website integration. I don't know. Hey boy. Are these crosswalks? Is that a crosswalk back there? I don't know. Client name already. Oh, there's already a SleepyBot? Oh no. That's not too surprising. Let's call it the Nightmare Machine. How about that? Parking meters. Is that a parking meter? That's a mailbox. Parking meters. Is this not a parking meter? That's a mailbox. Does it think that's a parking meter? It thought that mailbox was a parking meter. Okay, so... Wait, I want you to be called Nightmare Machine with a capital M. It's all the parking meters. I need a client ID. Save this. Success. Okay. SleepyBot is fired. we have Nightmare Machine. So the thing that's going to be annoying wait, on an open folder. So I think this works. So here's the issue though, is those rewards were all created with Sleepy keys, not the Sleepy bot. So let's go ahead and break this out and do it here. And maybe we will do something with the bot made this integration one day, but for now I don't care. So we have a lot of logging we don't need. Why does that say the word loader? Because it's just right there. Okay, so now we need to like be able to create some channel points, and we don't know how to do that yet. I mean, we know how, but we just didn't implement it yet. So new. No. I wanted to do that in a new window. Sleepy Nightmare Machine. Okay, so somewhere in here we have the ability to create a custom reward, right? Let's update custom reward. So this can do either. This is adding or updating. So let's grab this and let's put it in our Twitch library, which is now going to be inconsistent between two places, but I don't care. So that's like, let's just cram this in here. So what do we need to actually do? We want to change and do this. This seems fine. I don't know, we're not. I see, we're taking in the body, but then we are, so. I don't know if I like that anymore. The method varies. We have the ID. So then this needs to be fetch. And we just need to do like our fetch and then turn it into JSON. So then if we wanted to create a reward, we would need to So if ID could just be null. And then the body. Title equals create nightmare. Cost is 100. Is this really going to work on the first try? Almost certainly not. Did it work? Do we think it worked? Create a nightmare. Wow, it worked. Okay, so we can now create a nightmare. And we redeem, and now I redeemed it. And we're good. Okay, so that is for this. So dumb. So the reason bot made this can see it and show it on the screen is because it's using the event API where it can see all stuff, but it can't redeem them. I can just see it, so I can display stuff but not actually use them. Okay, so what do we want to do? So we have the ability to create nightmares now. Can I not CDN? Saw it. Let's do 6.0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0. Why not? I don't remember how to use Pixie at all, so let me cram all this in here. Okie dokie. And then how does anything work? I mean, we have a million Pixie examples. I just don't remember how any of them work. How does anything work? Let's go plagiarize ourselves. So how does anything work? I really don't remember. Always annoys me that it just doesn't take me to the page with, yeah. I just want to see my repositories and I want to be able to search them really easily because I have too many. Heat. Viewer. Okay, so for example, the baby. We had a hungry baby. So we get Pixie. We set up our Pixie app. That's how we did it before. I don't remember. I guess we just had this main div. This is now called the Nightmare Machine. Why is Pixie not defined? Is that not, would that not be in there? Pixie Men? I also didn't get the main div. I like this song, I think. Oh, that gave us a 404. Where am I? I don't want Learning Pixie. Where's just Pixie? Whatever. We got Pixie. We got Pixie. Great. Or are you mad? Oh, that was creating, so we don't want to create these anymore. Because we already did. Okay, so great. We did it. What do we do now? We did all this stuff. We create a baby. Simple rope. I feel like we want a nightmare class. So when you create one, you know, and you'd have like an update. That kind of thing. Basically, whenever you created a nightmare, you'd add a new nightmare. Something like that. I don't know, man. Okay, how do you do? I don't remember. I truly don't remember how to do anything in Pixie. Like, what if we just wanted to draw a circle? The official website. The comprehensive tutorial. I don't want to. So you just draw a shape. I mean, I really just want to start by drawing a circle. Whatever. Draw some text. How about that? Because you have to add that to the stage. So if you want a custom thing, like if I want a custom pixie dude and I extend a class, I don't know if there's a thing that we did. Maybe there's not a way to do this with ES6. You can extend a pixie sprite. I thought you could just, isn't the idea of just a container? So if I extend a pixie container and then append to that, and then when I create things, I stick them inside, like, is that a thing I can do? Like if a nightmare, something like this, for example. And then I'd also do like a app.stage.addChild nightmare when it gets created. So I'd add it there, but then I'd also add it to my own list, and then internally I can do whatever I want to with it. And then maybe I don't even have to be fancy, like maybe I don't even have to maintain it. Maybe Pixie will already call like a render function or something. So if then inside that for like text, you know, we did something like that, and then we called this.add. This is all guesses. That's how I want it to work. Doesn't mean that's how it works. Is that not actually happening? Am I in the wrong place? We got the div. That just appends it. Document.body. So is that happening? It is. The height is 0. Oh, that's because our, yeah, sure. That's probably because we want it to track the div size. I thought it went inside the div, but whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay, so this does this. And to start with, I just wanted to show some text. I'm probably forgetting something, like probably need some kind of update loop or something. I just don't remember. Doesn't actually look like it. So what piece am I missing here? So I have an app. I append the app view. Oh, is it because I'm doing black on black? That would seem like a possible thing. Yes, okay. So we get that. So that is fine. So then if we redeem add a nightmare, uh-oh, what happened to my nightmare? Create nightmare, redeem. Broken. Referencer must call super constructor. Oh yeah, sure. Of course. Still seems like it didn't work, but we should do it like on mouse click first or something, so we don't have to wonder why stuff isn't working. Because, you know, if you have a container and then we add it and then we say that this belongs to the container, you would kind of think that would work. Sort of, right?
I just want to go back.
Because we're definitely saying append the child. No, wait, add child, app.stage, add child. And we already said app.stage, add child. And this is really just supposed to be a Pixie container. And then we need this whole thing for the app ticker, but that's just to update something. That shouldn't be like the initial placement of a thing. So, you know, unless it's just truly in a bad place. So let's start by saying like, let's do this instead. Add a nightmare. And that probably means we really should do this outside. Excuse me. Or do this. This is all a mess, but, you know, one day we'll make it tidy. So if we wanted to, we could just say, add a nightmare. And try to figure out what's up. Why am I adding this twice? That doesn't seem right. So what do we think the problem is here? Like, why doesn't our nightmare draw if our nightmare has text inside it? Maybe that syntax is different for adding something to something else. Container add child. So if this is a container, it's a Pixie container, and we call add child. We are calling new nightmare. Probably just a... We're probably just doing something wrong and silly. Because if I just added this text down here, we feel like it works, right? If I did like app.stage and added the text directly, it works. So how come adding oh, should I be extending Pixie graphics instead? The base class of all display objects that act as a container for other objects, including glass. Yeah, so if I make a container, and this extends Pixie container, and inside my constructor, I do this fun stuff, and I add it. We have an add child. I feel like I'm on the right track here. I just don't exactly know. Actually, are you doing the thing? We extend the container. Calling super in there. What is this person doing? They have a Pixie container here. What does that mean? From modality, classical. What does that mean? No. Good grief. I don't feel like I have to do anything else special. Right? Like, what if I just created a container into the same thing? Maybe my this is not correct in that scenario. Okay, so that works. So why doesn't this work? If that's a new nightmare, and a nightmare is just a Pixie container. Okay, for example, can I do this? No. Why? What is the difference? If I'm just saying that nightmare just extends Pixie container, then why isn't this the same thing? It is. That works. So was it something about having the constructor in there? Like, is something else supposed to happen in that constructor? Because that works. But as soon as I do this, it does not. Wait, now it does? I thought it just... Oh, wait, okay. We added this to a nightmare. It's a Pixie container. Okay. So how is that any different than me doing this? That now suddenly works. What did I... Oh, I bet it's because I had the update and render, and one of those was actually like blocking, like render is probably a thing, right? Like that probably breaks it. Oops. Unless we do this. No? Is that not true? I didn't say Java. JavaScript. Oh, right. So it'd be super.render. Right? Are we not happy here? Let's look at... Didn't we have that up a second ago? Yeah. You kind of would have thought. Generate canvas texture, render WebGL renderer, render canvas. So you can't just... I'm making this way too complicated, but whatever. That's what I always do. Because I just kind of want to know how. I mean, the thing that I want to do doesn't seem too crazy, does it? Like, wait, is this suddenly working? Like, the problem would be if there's parameters to render, I guess. Is that the issue? So if that's the issue, then why can't I just... Like, where is the... Can I see the source code of this? I thought there was a way to do that, actually. But like... So it takes the renderer, I guess. It'd be a lot easier to figure out in real language. Okay, great. So now... So... we have a test nightmare. Great. Right? That's just a 0, 1 value? Yes. Okay, so now we basically want to say, I don't know what the data is anymore. What? So if we redeemed this and did create a nightmare and we redeemed a nightmare, we should eventually get a nightmare. And we should get username, user underscore name. Why does it still say test nightmare? What did I do wrong? Oh. That would be a good reason. Okay, let's redeem some nightmares. Create a nightmare. Felt like it took longer than 5 seconds. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. Okay, so you can make a nightmare now. Great. But is there an update function? Or like tick? Like some kind of thing that gets called every frame? Or do I have to do that? I mean, I guess I could do it on render. Right, but so either I run that loop independently and I update all my nightmares, and that's one way to do it, because we do have that tick. So like, you know, inside here we could just loop through all our nightmares and update them, or it's kind of nice if Pixie already did that. Display object update transform. Like I kind of just want to like give it a little tick. It would be nice if that happened internally. Well, maybe it doesn't. Excuse me. Global mixins, display object, and an event emitter. Yeah, like animated sprite, for example, to update animation frames. That's the link that I was looking for earlier. So that does get an update with a delta time, which I would want. So animated sprite extends sprite, but then I was hoping it would like constructor. How does it know about the ticker? Can I just say this dot auto update is connected to ticker? I kind of don't think this is going to work, but we'll see. But maybe it really is that simple. If you just had to say like, but like, who knows that? Who? Set auto update. Get auto update. If you set it to true and connected to ticker, ticker.shared. So this is a little bit lame. It's not what I was hoping for. Like it's going to be added. There's probably a way to do this. If ticker is a thing I can get to. Yeah. You could say like ticker.share.add this.update this priority high. That's a real guess. Ticker is not defined. Pixie. What if I just don't say that? Turn to share to add playing this to update. Ticker.add is a function. Ticker.shared.add. I don't know, man. Like, we could just do this. Just update it ourselves. Which seems a little lame. I'm like, I don't, at a glance, really understand why this doesn't work. Other than the fact that I'm just making up how to use this. Because I don't really know. I don't know. Who can say? Who can say? PS5 on sale. Incredible. Incredible. Why do you send me so much garbage all the time? Emails was a bad idea, just in general. Should not. Who cares about email? Okay, so why? Like, doesn't it seem like this should just work without us having to do it? Doesn't it seem like there should be a way to do that? I'm sure there is, but whatever. We'll just update. And I assume it gets a time? Kind of weird that there's no delta time on these. I mean, that's what they do here, is they add them to the stage, but they keep a list, so... Whatever. I guess we'll just do it that way. app.ticker.add. Wherever we do all their stuff here. I assume that we get a time there. It'd be weird if we didn't. That looks like a delta time to me. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friend. Can't type. Okay. Let's update this business. We'll get a delta time. Oh, is that actually the whole problem? Was this? Oh, maybe it was working, and our whole problem was we just had that super in there, and that was actually the thing that was not helping us. And was it just this? It was. Okay. Okay. That was my own fault. I assumed there was a class we were overriding before, but then I didn't take it out. So that would mean that it's something like time. How do we know the width? App.screen.height. I guess we pass the app in, or we just use it globally. Let's use it globally for a second. We really could add like a or whatever, we'll do it in here. I just want to say that if x is equal to the screen width, we just want to invert the velocity. Not even invert it, but just set it equal to -1. Probably screwed that up. Sure did. Is it something about the way that it's calling this that my this is bad? Because that would suck. What have I done? Okay, goodbye. Oh, not ugh, good grief. Equals sign. Like that didn't work. So if it's greater than or equal to the width, then set it equal to the width. And what's my problem? Wait. How you doing, buddy? Okay, we just didn't do it on the other side. And if it is less than or equal to 0, set it equal to 0, and also invert it. It's very exciting. And then we really want to do the same thing with y, and we'll just be silly and verbose about it because we don't really care that much. Okay, part of the problem is this. You know, that we have this offset in a crazy way. That's part of our problem. Oh man, look at our beautiful DVD bouncer. Just what we wanted. So let's do transparent again. Life is yours. You're abusing the nightmares. Okay, so let's go a little slower. Where'd you get all that money? How can you afford this? Wait, let me make it cheaper because you're gonna blow all your cash. Let's just make it $1 to start with. Channel points. Manage rewards. Create nightmare. Edit. $1. Okay, now you can do it more cheaply. Okay, let's add this. Okay, what are we doing? You're spending all your money, but every time I refresh this, it's gonna go away. That doesn't seem transparent, does it? Okay, there we go. So if we then add this as an overlay, and we want to say do the thing. Okay, so now you really have it. So now you're actually drawing to the screen. I hope you're having fun. I don't think I know, unfortunately, I don't know anything about like you and your, oh no, I don't. I guess I could look it up separately to find your like your color and use your color. I don't know. Okay, what else can we do with just text? Skew is cool. Rich text with a lot of options and across multiple lines. Well, obviously I want to use this rich text. So let's add this text style somewhere. And then we will pass style to it. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's quite lovely. So I should just be able to toggle this. That seems like it didn't work. So I thought I said, refresh browser when scene becomes inactive. Oh, when scene becomes inactive. Shutdown source when not visible. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Okay, maybe it worked that time. Yeah, but I feel like we figured out how to find color. I thought we figured out some trick, but now I can't remember. Like, I don't think we did it with heat, but I think we did figure out that there was some way to do it. Anyway, I'm not ready with that for the moment. Let's try this. It's me. So why didn't it go to the real screen though? What went wrong? I don't need cookies, right? Can't I use the browser API, whatever, the data store thing? Why didn't that go to the main page? Shoot, cancel. Local storage, that thing. But why, when I bought this, create nightmare, redeem, it redeemed it in my test browser here, but it didn't redeem it in OBS. Why would that be true? I mean, I don't even, it's like getting set's truly just like a key value pair, right? Isn't it just a one-liner? Isn't there an easy way to do that? Why? Will you try buying one? I don't understand why we're not seeing them. Oh, I know why. Do I know why? Yeah, they're getting redeemed. The other browser was redeeming them. Oh, I definitely don't want to contain complicated data. I don't care. Okay, there we are. Yes, look at you go. These. We've made something very important today. This is very exciting. So we just need to create like a bunch of creature sprites. This is quite useless. But you could, you can imagine like that it's expensive to spawn a monster, but that to you could like feed them or pet them or something. Look, you're part of the stream. It's clearly your stream. Your name's all over it. I'm not even part of this stream. I'm not involved here. Oh no, here comes Ben. Actually, where is Ben? Why don't I see... Is this thing working? Is it say life is yours every time? Why? Wait, where's Ben? Why don't... That's a problem with this, is that I can't see... I don't think there's a way to see the logs, or, like see the inspector. Maybe there is, of the browser source. There's no, shouldn't be any rate limiting. Well, there's one of Ben. I could still have I don't think I am though. I was about to say I might still have a process running. Oh, okay. So it's possible that they're getting redeemed here. So let me close this, because if they're getting redeemed in the other window, then they'll be marked as redeemed. So I think that is, yeah, they all have the same velocity. That would be weird though, that Ben's were getting, I guess, Life is Yours, you spammed so much that some went one place and some went the other. I think that's all the problem was. I should really randomize something so that it would be easier to know. Is there a built-in random range? There isn't, right? Like if you want to make... You have to do the nonsense? Yeah. I mean, we could randomize, but this is a highly accurate physics simulation. So the real thing that I think we should do is just randomize when we create. So we want something like math.random times 4 or whatever times 8 minus 4, something like this. Something silly like that. Do I have a problem here? Yes. I think that's right. Okay, so if I leave and come back, it should clear. And then now do we get the randomized? Oh no, are you sending... Am I going to play a fun game? I can't wait to play this fun game. It's a bit loud. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. It's so loud. Look at the beautiful rainbow colors. I guess I could make it where I play Pong and you spawn things that I hit. I didn't really want to make a game though. We could. You did warn me, it's true. It's quite true. Okay, so if we had new babies, do they work? And do they have randomized velocity? Seems like they don't. Or maybe the range wasn't dramatic enough? Or did I just not? Random times max velocity times 2, so that should be a value between 0 and 8. Minus 4 should be a value between -4 and 4, right? And then we just invert it down here. No, I double it here, so it's between this is between 0 and 8, and this subtracts it to make it between -4 and 4. Unless I just did this wrong? Did I just do this wrong? Because it really doesn't look like it's working, right? Oh gosh, not you. Oh. Because I don't know how to write JavaScript. Yeah, okay. So why, that's weird. Because I thought it would refresh if I came back here. So why did it work? I think it refreshes, but doesn't like reload from the cache, maybe? Does that seem like a possible thing? Like it refreshes, but yeah, I think it doesn't like clear the cache every time. That's kind of lame. I mean, what's important here is this gradient. The gradient is beautiful. We could do some... Did I accidentally change to the splash screen? I redeemed the wrong thing. But that bot's not running, so it doesn't matter. Okay, what do we actually want to do here, if anything? We had our creature gen... What did I do with that? We had that creature generator on glitch. Didn't I? Make some kind of little creature creator? Creature creator. It would probably be annoying to use this, though. Because it was all P5. I guess we could, like, do this and get a... I mean, it also wasn't very good. Our cute little friends. It certainly was not a very... You love it. You love P5? It's pretty cute. It just would be annoying to use in this context because we're using Pixie. We could switch to P5. Oh, we wanted. And just make a bunch of weird babies. Or we could just redo this in Pixie. I don't know if Pixie has primitives. I think it does. Graphics. Simple. I love simple graphics. This is a black screen. I think these are not very good graphics. Something broken? I'm going to just say these are bad graphics. Maybe they didn't update the demos for the latest version. Yeah, that seems like the problem. Graphics, simple. Look at all of these incredible graphics. But I like advanced graphics. But I really like dynamic graphics. Touch me. Gross. Don't ever do that. Don't ever say that to me. Yeah, I think like better's maybe not the way I'd put it. I think it kind of has a different purpose. Potentially more flexible in some ways. Yes. want to do? I kind of don't want to do anything. I want to just go eat cake or something. I don't know how to eat cake. Wait, did I say tree? Wait, 3JS or tree.js? Did I say something? Wait, you said tree? Is tree.js a thing? David wrote something called tree.js. I don't know if he documented it anywhere. He's actually porting it to a Unity compute shader at the moment. Do you not have tree.js up anywhere? That stuff is, maybe that's tree.js or maybe that's just a demo. You may not have any tree.js stuff up. That would be crazy. Parametric sculpture, maybe some of this is. Yeah, I think some of this is maybe tree.js. These are. Which are pretty fancy. Wait, what link? You sent me a link to tree.js? I'm confused now. I think he generated the geometry and then kicked them out, and then you know, just generated geometry from WebGL and then rendered them in Arnold, I believe is what he did. These might have been tree.js, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's porting that all currently to Unity compute shaders. Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to do anything? I don't know. I mean, we could make a little monster generator. Look at this cool jet. We could all have cool jets flying around. Very exciting. You got some nice little creeps. You want to play Pong with heat? We're not making anything with heat. We're making stuff with channel points, right? And playing a game with heat would be terrible because the delay is so bad. It would be the worst. I mean, you know that. As the creator of Heat Warfare, that the latency is an issue. I mean, it's terrific. Everybody loves Heat Warfare, but for any other game, the latency is not great, but we don't want to do heat anyway. So the thing that's kind of nice is this is all in the browser now. So we can redeem channel points all in the browser. So now we have 3 ways to do channel points. We can do them with a backend, you know, like on the backend with, what's its face? That event sub API. Which the nice thing about the event sub API is that we can see all channel points, even if they're not ours, which is nice. And it's stupid that in when you use this other API endpoint that you can't see them all. I think that's dumb, Twitch. I think it's not good. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because it's the exact same permissions given to both of those client IDs, both of those applications, and one endpoint lets you see all stuff and one doesn't, and it's a bummer. So I think the real problem is these should be huge. That's really what we need to happen here. How's it going? Rolly GT? Rollig T? I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. we're trying to make some channel point stuff, but I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Rolly. So, what do we want to do? Can I call you anything? I will call you Sir Roland the Gifted and Talented. Roland the Gifted and Talented. I don't know what we want to do. So we have these 3 paths to use channel points, and I kind of don't care about any of them. I did like the keyboard press thing until we found out that like there's 5 other applications that do that. So that's sort of annoying. I kind of like the idea of something that is dynamically adding and removing channel points. Make them bubble. What do you mean? Jumping a bit as it floats around. I mean, we could spend time animating these letters, but I don't feel like that's really our goal here today, right? Like, are we really trying to animate letters on screen? Oh, really? What were you making? It is a pain in the butt. It is a bit of a pain in the butt, that's true. I don't know if they give you the ability to run arbitrary shaders on things like this. I'm not exactly sure. I know that you can add filters, like global filters, but I don't actually know if you can add a filter to like a single thing. I mean, remember when we did the Bevy is Hungry, we used this thing so you could maybe write text on it, but the text, I don't know. I haven't done really enough with Pixie to know. Look at this nice little print. I can jump. 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 I mean, I assumed when you use the WebGL renderer, I just don't know if they give you hooks for that. To like, there's probably a way to run custom shaders on things, but I don't know the answer. If like Pixie Text gives you somewhere to do a custom shader, I don't know. I know how I would do it if I was going to do it from scratch, but I don't really want to spend time on animating text because I feel like text is not the thing we would want to do. I think it would be kind of funny that, okay, here's where I currently am. We've done this 3 different ways and they were all annoying. I kind of liked our little local robot thing, but it's probably not really it doesn't seem like, with stuff like Lorraine board that already does that plus 1,000 other things, it doesn't really seem that useful. Sadly. Maybe not sadly, we only really spent like 2 days on it, but it just maybe is not the most useful thing. Or the thing that's going to win $10,000. Because remember, the real goal here is to have Twitch give us a check for $10,000. So the in-browser thing is kind of, if you're just a person and you don't want to mess with any of this stuff and you don't want to download anything, you don't want to do whatever, the browser approach seems not bad. I mean, like the browser approach, you can really make it almost where after you authenticate, you just stick you put the URL into OBS and you're done, which is, there's definitely an appeal to that, I will say. There's something appealing about that. But what would we want to do? So in the abstract, I still do like that idea of just randomly adding, like having channel rewards. Basically, you'd start the stream with no channel rewards, and then dynamically they would just get created by the software. It would just decide to create a channel reward, and maybe it would show, pop up something in an overlay that was like, hey, there's a new channel reward, try to redeem it, whatever. And then whoever redeems it gets something, like limited time. So you could imagine some kind of like weird game based on that or whatever, where the channel rewards are phasing in and out of reality, but I still don't really know what I want to do with it. I'm feeling uniquely uninspired by channel points. Oh, interesting. So you're using the API to get a clip? Wait, it saves the clip to a notepad file? Like saves a URL to the clip, you mean? It doesn't actually get the clip? That sounds handy. That's a reasonably handy thing to have. I was thinking about stuff in that realm, you know, stuff of like controlling the Twitch API, controlling more things. That is, I wonder if there's anything else in the Twitch API that we would find interesting, because that is something we could do. In our fully client-side version, we can do most of the stuff that is here. Like most stuff here you could do. And some of these things Twitch already offers, right? In their test things, like I think they have goofy things like let you start an ad or whatever. So it seems like they've already kind of done this, like gone through to say, what's up? Yeah, I think one of the things they give you, one of the default integrations or whatever they call it, one of their default things is to let users run an ad, which is, I don't know why. Add custom rewards. No, where was it? Somewhere it was a visit the collection. Twitch related. Time somebody out, emote only chat, suggest a poll, mod poll, play an ad. So for 1,500 points, you could play an advertisement. Which I know you're all dying to do. Oh, interesting. Cool. An auto banner. It's like a cop. It's like a RoboCop. Oh, you think this one doesn't actually play an ad? This one just makes a suggestion. This might actually run it. Well, let's try it. Ad time. I'll make it really cheap. You can run an ad for 1 penny if you want. Should probably add a cooldown on that. Time. So every 10 minutes, you can run an ad. Did it actually do anything? Okay, maybe you're right. Well, that's kind of lame. So it just suggests it? But then I assume, right, it's going to show up in that, whatever, the redeem requests queue. Ad time, this minute. And I just say mark is complete, but I would have to manually do it. Well, what's the point of that? Nonsense. I mean, but with, you know, we could. I don't really want to, but we could. Yes, there's no, yes, the points mean nothing. Oh, we got kisses and words flying all over the screen now. Very exciting. So, but we could make it do that because we could call the API. I think you can run an ad from the API, but maybe not. Block a user, unblock a user. You could block yourself. Thanks for the kisses. Update user. Get users. Tags. Oh, those are just this. Yeah. Create a marker. Hype train. Get games. Event sub stuff. Entitlements. All right, man. Okay, yeah, Heat's okay. Heat's not bad. Can we do baby? Is it called baby or bebby? I haven't done the baby in a while. Does that work? Can you feed the bebby? I guess. I mean, you could. Oh yeah, the bebby's hungry. Feed the bebby. So yeah, Heat is pretty cool. It's not the coolest thing, but it's pretty cool. Everything I've done with channel points so far, it feels like not cool. Not cool. Analytics. Yeah, you can start a commercial. So we could make it where you could start an ad. Very exciting. So all these are kind of boring. I don't see anything. Nothing in here jumps out as like super exciting. Man, do we just give up on the Sackathon? Because it's like, it's boring. Like, I'm kind of low on ideas for, thank you. Oh, for my birthday cake. Cookies and donuts too. There's also a bebby crawling all over me. If I switch here, okay, the bebby is maintained. The letters are not, or the bouncing channel points words. I think I should have gotten $10,000 for Heat, personally. But I didn't. The bebby's so weird looking. Weird distortion. Weird bebby distortion. Okay. What is a good idea? I mean, other than just like silly stuff like we did with Heat, just silly browsery stuff. Yeah. You know, it's always a good idea is only like 10% of the work, you know, like having a good idea, because then you have to actually do it and make it and figure it all out. All of your ideas were to do something with Heat for a hackathon that is about channel points. Or for me to wear a shock collar. That's what your ideas were. Yeah, I know, the shock collar. Why does it have to be a shock collar? Why can't it be like a massage collar? Why can't I get a nice massage? The thing is those kind of integrations, like, you don't need to make a thing to do it. You know, you could just do that with Lorient Board or whatever, any of those other tools that already let you. So, like, the automation aspect of, like, let's automate a thing, I feel like that is pretty well-worn territory. Like, you could probably even do mouse movements in those, you know? So if it's not an automation thing, I got a nice cat collar, that's true. It's like a nice boa. It's a good look. If it's not automation, then it could be just goofy little toys the way Heat mostly is. But Heat wasn't about the toys. You know, Heat was about like giving you a way to do a thing that you couldn't do before. But you could already. That's my fundamental complaint about channel points, I guess, is like you can't really do anything new with them that you couldn't already do with chat commands. They're just chat commands that have currency associated with them. And if it was bits, you could make the case that like, okay, this is something new. You can like pay for chat commands without having like, you know, you've got an API to do that now. But you're kind of right. Yeah, the whole week, these points are pointless. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't, you know, somebody's going to have a good idea with them. Somebody's going to win the hackathon. Like, somebody's going to win $10,000. And I'm just trying to visualize what that could be. You know, if it's an automation thing, that would be weird because it seems like those automation tools, channel points came out in November. And so some of those automation tools have supported channel points for months. Yeah, like betting on them. That's a thing that people use, or at least is like polls and predicting. So people do that. You can't give them. You can't award them. The only thing, there's like a set of rules for how they get awarded. Like you watch the stream for a certain amount of time and whatever. I can't just give you channel points. Where is that documentation? I thought you can earn them by watching, but I thought there were other things you could do. Prohibited games. So if you watch, you get some points. Yeah, this. So here's how you get them. Yeah, and like cheering the first subscription gift. So there's some like first time things, but or every 30 days. Oh man, multipliers. They're just kind of boring. Like, what else was in that list? A community challenge. So there's like a... But this is... It's so weird because this is meaningless. It's like... What? Like, you get a bunch of points, but like, why? Yeah, it's funny. Like, yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about that a little bit, Ben, but I don't really want to maintain. I'd have to maintain that economy separately because internally Twitch doesn't. So, yeah, I mean, there's like simple ways to do it, I guess. But yeah, maintaining an economy, I wouldn't care very much because it wouldn't be that important. But that is something I considered. But then, like, what am I? I'm like your points bank, and there's no way for you to get your points back. So Twitch already is acting as the bank. I will say, I think the idea right now that is most interesting to me is the like weird dynamic points situation where rewards like phase in and out of existence, but I just haven't come up with an idea that I think is great for the rules of that. I thought about that, like redeem it, get a t-shirt, whatever, like redeem them for something like a coupon or whatever for an online store, whatever. But as soon as you bridge it, like you're concerned with an economy, and then there's real money involved and all of that. And at the end of the day, that would mean it would cost me money. Like people redeeming their points would just mean that I had to whatever, mail them a sticker or something. Put my name on the wall back here. Like, you know, there are, I'm sure, I'm mostly sure, you know, somewhere like Cafe Press or InPrint or places like that probably have an API that you could tie in and like automate purchases or something. But I would be the one paying the money. So if it was a quarter or something to send you a sticker, like maybe that's not that big of a deal, but it doesn't quite sound like the thing I want to do. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that I feel like I don't normally have this much trouble coming up with a bad idea, or, you know, just like an okay idea, an interesting idea, but I'm not coming up with any ideas I liked. I kind of liked the keyboard trigger thing before I found out that somebody else had already done it, and that was sad. That doesn't mean that we still couldn't do it, but I feel like we would need something that was a differentiator. Like, hey, this thing does something that's different. And I just haven't decided what that is. Unless it was like hyper specific, you know, you could imagine it being really ridiculously hyper specific, and it would tie into Firmata and like let people control individual ports on an Arduino or something. Like silly levels of specific, but you could already do that. Like you could already automate it. And another thing that's a little annoying is the nature of points. They're so just like, hey, you buy a single thing. It's not like, I guess you could add the parameters to them as well and just try to parse whatever was in the... Actually, that's a question. So if you do something like highlight my message, you have to send a message. So it does prompt you. You must provide a message for this reward. So I think, is that a question? That's a thing in here, right? Like to say if it requires a message. Require viewer to enter text. So you can say, hey, you have to enter text. And then you could do something that said like, hey, if it's a command that I don't know, then refund the points. Like only, you know, there's a way to cancel, and then they would just get the points back. So if they did enter something that wasn't understood, there's maybe something to that. It's a little weird because you have to would have to type in the exact right thing. It seems so dangerous to just let people put words on stream, of course, without some kind of moderation step, which would be annoying.
I just want to go back.
I mean, you know, people do tons of stuff like that already with chatbots, but with some kind of censoring or filtering or moderation or whatever. Let's just look at these worms. Kind of creeps me out a little bit. Wait, are you saying dude because of these worms? Or are you saying dude because of you have to earn points to speak? Like you can only speak in chat? I mean, that kind of exists because, you know, there's like sub-only chat. So there already is kind of... But how would I couldn't do that because if you redeem points, it automatically shows in the chat. So you would see it. You know what I mean? Like anytime you redeem points, it shows up in the chat. I believe. Oh, I see what you mean. But how could I do that? How could I not? You think I could turn off chat, but that I could allow, but that points would still work? Like if I said, so for example, if I turned on emotes only chat right now, do you think you could still do? Okay, I'll try that, emotes only chat. So try to do a highlighted message with emotes only chat on. Wait, how come you were still able to type? Oh, VIPs are too important. I'm sorry you're so important. Can I like temporarily un-VIP you? I don't remember how. Is it somewhere in roles? Okay, you are no longer VIP. I'm very sorry to tell you that. Sorry. Okay, can you do a highlight my message? I'm going to take that as a no. Can you do a very sad emoji if you can't? So actually, it's interesting because it doesn't show, it shows the redemption, so you can't even redeem it. That's weird. Okay, turn off emotes only chat. Check Discord. Great, very good. You have 17,000 points? Oh my gosh. That's funny. So it just says there's an error if you try to. It probably just doesn't get redeemed and just comes back as an error. Wait, it was only 1,700? No, it says 17.1K. Oh, I'm supposed to pretend like I don't know that you're rich? Okay, so let me try something here, actually. Let's say that we created some channel points. Or we just to one of our existing ones. So like create a nightmare. And if we said that you're required to enter text, let's turn this off here. So create a nightmare. Hi. Okay, but it shows the text. Like, it shows the text in the channel. Because I was about to say, it actually could be interesting as a way for people to secretly say something. But, like, you see that, right? Do you see the hi in the channel? Yeah. Yeah, I get the texting event call. So I mean, I could put stuff people say on screen. That just seems like a bad idea. And I could make that like an argument to a command, but You know, like even with the like raid suggestion, it's really just chat. Like it's really just this is just chat with currency. It's like microtransaction chat, but the currency is free. I wonder why they didn't do it with bits. Maybe they thought people would get too angry. Because that to me would make way more sense. I mean, I couldn't do anything in the channel. I could only do it on screen, but that still seems so dangerous to just like put words from chat on screen. Doesn't that seem like a nightmare? I like that my name here looks like a shark just traveling back and forth in the waters, ready to capture the Betty. I mean, I could imagine somebody somebody would exploit that someday, right? Somebody would have a bot sit in a channel and then say something racist. Yeah, but I'm sure people are going to do stuff like that. That just seems too easy. Like, that just seems too obvious, right? Like, somebody's going to do that for this hackathon. There's going to be, like, show my message on screen, like, show it in lights. Because one thing I was thinking about was, like, you know, even like with the thing we did to show YouTube, whatever, we could take videos or pictures or text, you know, URLs to something. So you can mark Twitch streams as mature, right? But then that's only about language, but you can never show porn on Twitch. So like if somebody uploaded pornography, it would be a problem. So, because another thing I was imagining is that there's just another channel that's kind of like an art channel or something, where chat is just kind of controlling what goes on. I did this project a few years ago. It wasn't the greatest, but it was kind of okay. It was for this this event space that projected on all the walls. So it was like a big surround projection, and I just had it so there was like a photo booth at the event. Maybe I did it was from Instagram API. I don't remember. But anyway, you could like take pictures with however we did it. I don't remember what API I used. But then it would like, there was this big projection of a city and it would show the pictures on the city. So you could certainly imagine doing something like that on a Twitch stream. It would just be too easy to show something horrible. Like, just letting people decide what to put on screen arbitrarily seems like a bad idea. If you give them some kind of control over some like generative thing, that could be cool. The other problem I'm having though is other ideas I'm having become like hyper specific art projects that I just want to do with channel points and would not be a thing that other broadcasters would use. You know, if it was like, ooh, if I just made a robot that drew drawings and you could give that robot commands like randomize color or something, like, I don't think that'd be useful for other people. Look at this spooky ghost. I do like this one quite a lot. It's a very happy panda. I don't know. We've built this, we've come at this from 3 different directions now, and none of them have been very inspiring to me. And maybe it's a me problem. Maybe I'm just, I'm sure people are going to do cool stuff with channel points, right? Like, definitely could just be a me problem. I don't know. I think I'm going to go eat like a snack or something, like a treat, like a birthday treat, like this Bebby. I'm going to eat like the Bebby. I'll go, yeah, eat some cake. Why not? Why not? Or that ice cream or this cookie. Oh, the baby ate my cookie. Rude. That's a rude baby. Okay, I'm going to go respond to all these emails and text messages and eat a snack. Thanks for hanging out. Life is yours and Ben and what is the name I gave you? Like Roland the Gifted and Talented. Also, thank you, Roland the Gifted and Talented. I don't know. I'm like right on the border of saying, "Oh, hi, baby." It's kind of on the border of saying I don't care about this hackathon because we're like a solid week in and I still have not had an idea that I like. Even something just weird. Like, there's not anything I really want to do with this. I got to think about it. The client side thing was like at least interesting for me to work on for a few days, so I don't regret that. And like, you know, we figured some stuff out for putting together some quick-ish like client-side Vue.js stuff. But yeah, man, I don't know. I got to think about it some more. I got to think more about this idea of like letting the system create the points. So the broadcaster doesn't create the points. Like I create some kind of software that creates points for you. And then who knows? Who knows what happens? Yeah, I don't know. We got to think about it a little bit. Okay, I'm done. I will probably stream a little tomorrow. I think I have some calls in the morning, but maybe a little later. Look at my halo. I really am getting pretty Jesus-y in like my hair situation is growing more Jesus-y by the day. I feel like it's dark again too. I need to it'll be Easter soon. I have to step up my Jesus gain and like really. That's gross. Human skin shouldn't look like that. Okay, well, I'm an old man now too anyway, because it's my birthday, and that's just what happens on your birthday. You get really old. Okay, I'm really done. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk next time. Goodbye.